So to introduce our company, SFT Studios, it's a Web3 studio that's focused on the anime industry. We're working on innovating and elevating anime storytelling, content distribution, as well as fan engagement globally. So to introduce myself, I'm Andrew, and I'm our CPO. I've been in Web3 since 2017 after attending ETH Waterloo. And that was actually where I got to meet Benny for the first time when he was showcasing CryptoKitties. It feels like I've really come full circle after seeing him speak and now getting to be up at his event. And since then, I've worked with a handful of startups focused on scaling different product organizations from 0 to 1. And right now, I'm kind of the anime/Web3 degen at our team.
And to introduce myself, I'm Fabien Allanic. I'm the CTO and co-founder at WEEBOX in San Fran, Tokyo. I'm a French-American, but I am based in Denver, so I get to go to East Denver every year now, which is pretty cool, and I'm grateful for. And I've been a software engineer and an entrepreneur for the past 2 decades or so.
So just before we get into our demo, I'd love to kind of quickly go over our studio's product pillars, and maybe this helps paint a picture as to what we're going to be building over the next few years, as well as why we gravitated towards TBAs. We see 4 distinct pillars that we want to play around with when it comes to licensed IP, as well as Web3-enabled experiences, and that first one is that phygital pillar. So for us, this is all about tokenizing real-world assets, collectibles, and driving towards a consumer mindset where owning a digital twin can provide some sort of premium brand advantage. In that digital pillar, this is about carving out a completely brand new merchandising stream within the industry. We're actually exploring this by taking joint ownership in pre-production IP out in Japan and having a seat at that table to try and design our own contracts, our own licensing agreements in that new business stream. In that third pillar, we have our own kind of in-house short-form and long-form content, trying to build a brand that feels authentic to the fans in the industry. And finally, we also have experiences and integrations. This is really about us trying to put on-chain reputation, taking social graphs directly to the users, and trying to reward them based on the amount of involvement they have in the space. So with that out of the way, I'm excited to introduce our first kind of flagship experience called WEEBOX. This is our officially licensed tokenized anime figurine brand that we're building. And we have manufacturers in Asia, figurine designers in Japan, as well as working directly with the IP content that we love directly from Japan as well. So the product hypothesis we took when designing this brand was to use digital collectibles as a way to differentiate and increase kind of a person's attachment to a physical collectible. So in a case where me and Fabien own the exact same Naruto figurine, but I've equipped something that might be a little bit more rare, such as a different cosmetic, and I've earned that for free, we're curious about what sort of mindset that's going to drive to a consumer. It might feel positive EV. They might feel a little bit more attached to it. We're kind of trading a time sink in exchange for a freebie collectible and seeing how that's going to be taken by a fan in the space. So this experience and demo that we're about to show you really highlights the tech stack that we've built utilizing 6551. But to get the best vision for the future, try to imagine that you have purchased a physical figurine from us, you've just tapped the PBT embedded inside of it with your phone, and you've just landed in our web app. We're launching this digital experience tomorrow, as well as airdropping a bunch of our Genesis Pass holders. But if anyone would like to also experience it, please feel free to reach out. We have some codes that will be redeemable as well, and we're covering gas fees. So yeah, I'll let Fabien take it away.
Cool. Yeah, so that's a demo pretty much of the experience. So you're gonna start, that's gonna be live tomorrow, and you're just gonna start by connecting your wallet and signing. And it's gonna create your account automatically. And then if you are one of the few people who are gonna have a code, we have about 500 of them, you just head to the main page, and you just click on claim, enter your code, push the button, and then it's going to be airdropped to your wallet automatically. So at no cost. This is a 721 NFT on Ethereum. As you can see here on the demo, it takes a little bit. It gets into a minting queue before it lands to your wallet. And then that's what you're going to get. So e-figurine. This is Tachikoma, which is a character from the Ghost in the Shell anime on Netflix that you might have watched. And and so it starts naked, but like with nothing, no environment, but that's where things become interesting. But before I show you how to play with it, interact with it, I just wanted to say a few words about 6551 and why we went with that standard. Like Andrew explained, we're building physical figurine that have a digital twin that is dynamic and that you can equip and enhance using accessories. And there are other projects that did similar things in the past. Famous one is from Pudgy Penguin, Pudgy World. So the way the first iteration worked for them, you would go to Walmart, buy a figurine, scan a QR code, and then they would airdrop a penguin, a Pudgy Penguin, and a few accessories to your wallet. But these are gonna live side by side in your wallet, which is a bit of a disconnected experience. Like after I equipped my Pudgy, I was able to transfer my Pudgy to another wallet, and I have my figurine in one wallet, my accessories in another one. Doesn't make sense. Hence, the need for token ban accounts. And there are other standards before 6551 that do exist, but we found out they're not as seamless and good as 6551. Generally, they require smart contract modifications, which means if you didn't think about it from the get-go, it's not going to work. It's not retroactive. And that's the beauty of 6551, in my opinion, is that every single NFT that already exists or will exist in the future has a unique wallet address, and which is the way to go. And also, these wallet addresses are deterministic, which means if you know the token ID and the smart contract address, you're able to know which wallet address is going to be for that NFT. And that's very important for us. I'll explain why in a little bit. So at WEEBOX, we're doing things a little bit more original, I guess. We have our e-figurines on one chain on Ethereum, and we have that you're gonna mint and purchase, and we have the accessories on Polygon. So we're using token ban accounts cross-chain, and yeah, and so how do you get these accessories on our platform? There are two ways. The first one is to play the gacha machine. So we have this fun little game on the platform that you can play once a day, one or several times a day, based on your NFT inventory. So that's one way of acquiring these accessories. The other way is using shards, which is another thing that you can acquire in the gacha machine. It's our off-chain currency that we use across the platform. And some accessories you can get with both. And these accessories are dropped directly to your token ban account or to a wallet of your choice that you link with your account. And this happens with or without deploying the token ban account. That's very important. We want to remove any friction we can for the users. So yeah, even if your token ban account is not deployed, you're going to get the accessory airdropped to your e-figurine, and you're going to be able to use it right away. We also have a slot system for accessories. Right now, we're starting with 3 slots, one for emote, so like 3D animations, like in video games, Fortnite, etc. One for skins to change the appearance of the figurine. And the last one that I'm more excited about is a world slot. So that's you're going to be able to replace the whole environment your figurine is going to evolve in. And yeah, and anytime you equip or unequip an NFT, it's going to be reflected in the metadata and in the visuals instantly on-chain. And I wanted to give a shout out to Blocked Labs because I think they're in attendance today, at least they're presenting later today. And they have this really cool AI tool that allows you to generate this kind of universe that we've been using. And so it's been a really great for us to unlock the creativity and be able to experiment with different environments and see what would make the most sense or not. And yeah, and we have more slots to come, but we're starting with these 3 slots for now: the emote, skin, and world. So here is a demo of how that looks like. So again, you start with just your e-figurine. As you can see on OpenSea, it's going to look exactly the same. It's a blank universe at first. And you can also see that there are slots from OpenSea. Then when you open the left side menu, you're going to be able to equip a few of these accessories, like I mentioned. So these are skins. You can change the appearance. You can change the universe it's going to be in. So this one is a Zelda-esque forest. This one is more like a Ghost in the Shell themed desert environment. with even a 3D components to it. This one is perfect for East Denver, so it's like a mountain themed with a nice sunset. And so yeah, we've been able to experiment with a lot of these cool universe, and we're going to be able to also use the IP and see how we can create relevant ones based on the different series. So right now we are selecting one emote, the greetings emote. We have the green skin and the snow environment. So once everything is equipped, just press save. Takes a couple seconds. And so yeah, so it's been saved automatically, and as you can see, your NFT is gonna be updated also instantly without even the need to refresh the page. So anyone who's actually looking at your NFT is gonna see it refresh in real time as well. I also mentioned we have a gacha machine, which is this game component as part of the platform. That's really important because that's where you're gonna earn shards. As I mentioned, you can play one or several times a day based on the NFTs that you own. So in that case, I just played and I earned 24 shards. Shards, as a reminder, it's our off-chain currency. The amount you're gonna earn is gonna be totally randomized with bonus multipliers based on how many times you played, again, which NFTs you have in your inventory, etc. And so these shards, they have multiple utilities, and they will keep adding more. But to start, you can use them to level up any figurine, which is going to be necessary to equip some of the items, and also to offset the layer 2 gas cost. Because whenever you purchase any figurine and we airdrop it to your wallet, it's going to cost gas, so we request shards in exchange to offset that gas, and also to warp an accessory, which is something I'm about to talk about in the next slide. So this is a demo of how to use shards. You just select one of your figurines. This one is a basic level 1. So we can start with, we want to use that forest accessory, which is a level 3 required. So first we're gonna level it up. Okay, so now the figurine is leveled up, so I'm going to be able to equip the higher end equipment, like the forest. As you can see, the receiver, when I purchase this environment, the receiver is a token ban account for that e-figurine. Just exchange the shards, and then it's going to be airdropped to your e-figurine, your token ban account automatically. And again, you didn't need to do anything to set up your token ban accounts. Everything is taken care of by the platform. One thing I mentioned briefly is warping. So warping is an experiment that we're running right now. And basically the question it's trying to answer is how can I move an accessory out of a token ban account? Because the accessories are on Polygon, the e-figurines are on Ethereum, and cross-chain transactions are actually really hard to do and add a lot of friction. First, if you want to do a regular cross-chain transaction, you're going to need to deploy the token ban account on each chain. So first you deploy it on Ethereum, then on Polygon. It's going to cost you some gas to do that. Then you have to do some tricky message encapsulation. As you can see on the diagram, there are 4 levels of encapsulation in order to create a transaction. Then it's going to take about 20 minutes to run. At least for Polygon. Some chains are more efficient than that, but Polygon is pretty slow. And then it's going to be asynchronous success or failure. You don't know. So also, it's not a great user experience. And last but not least, it's going to cost some ETH in order to send a transaction. And we all know that it's not getting cheaper. So yeah, at WEEBOX, we really care about the UX for our users. We want to make sure they have the best UX and the best seamless experience. So we created this warping thing, which is a way to use our off-chain currency, the shards, to transfer these accessories to another token ban account that you own or another wallet. And you won't require any Matic tokens. You won't require any layer 2 knowledge. and transfers are going to be faster. It's going to take about a minute, but that's just because that's the way we set it up to batch transactions. It could be as fast as a few seconds, actually. And I wanted to underline that our e-figurines on Ethereum that are purchased by users are not warpable. Just the layer 2 accessories are. And in fact, our figurines are meant to be PBT, so physical back tokens. They're going to be fidgetals. So once they're linked to your NFT is linked to the physical figurine, you're going to need the physical figurine to transfer it. So it would make even less sense. Here is a demo of how warping works. So you just go to your profile, your inventory, you select one of the items that you want to move. In that case, selecting the orange skin, then click on transfer. And then it's pretty seamless. Like it's going to tell you which accounts you have that own one of these, and then you select where you want to send it. So one of your wallets linked to your account or another figurine. And yeah, and then pretty much that's it. You just press transfer. It's gonna debit some of your shards and then take care of the transfer for you, without the need to do any fancy cross-chain, anything. Everything is automated and seamless on the platform. And so yeah, this is a bit unconventional. So what if you don't want to use it? That's okay. Please let us know. Feedback is always welcome and encouraged. And yeah, please let us know if you like it as well. We want to know that too. But just wanted to mention your NPCs and token ban account can also opt out of the warping for a pure decentralized experience. And in the future, more modern and convenient bridges will probably exist. We saw some preview from Jaden today. There is a lot of exciting stuff happening cross-chain, so that might make it less relevant as well. But just in case, we baked in the smart contract a few, I call it emergency switches. Like we're going to be able to pause warping if we have to for some reason, disable it permanently, in which case warping won't be possible anymore. And we also have systems to snapshot and regenerate this layer 2 contract if we were to need it. But again, we are really focused on providing the best UX and the most seamless user experience for our users. Yeah, so that's it. Just a quick recap. WEEBOX, we do physical figurines of anime characters, traditional anime, and Web3 AP. We have an upcoming drop with Oniforce, which I'm excited about later this year. And each one of them will have a digital twin, which is dynamic, that you can customize using accessories. And our first e-figurine is a digital exclusive. It's going to be airdropped to our Genesis Pass holders. And we also have about 500 code redemption. And we're using token ban accounts cross-chain without actually needing to deploy any token ban account, which is, again, just for the best user experience and simplest user experience. And this gamified experience is essentially free, just using shards that you can accumulate using the gacha machine. And last thing, we just saw it, you can move accessories in and out of token ban accounts easily and freely thanks to this shard system. And that's it. Thank you for listening, and I don't know if we have time for questions. No questions? Either I was too clear or not enough. Thank you, everyone.
Future Primitive